Good morning, friends. It's Joe. Welcome to my animal spirituality video for Tuesday, April the 15th. I hope you're doing well on this Tuesday morning, tax day. Do you or do you not immediately think of tax day when you hear April 15th? I share that with you only to share how easy it is for us to label something and then that becomes all that it is. I think it's just a dangerous way to live our life. And I know I'm branching into a different place here right now, but we need to always be mindful that there's more than just the label that's put on a day or a person or an animal or even ourselves. We need to expand our mind into our hearts and into our souls and have that wherewithal about us that we are living beings and we share this planet with living beings, and every day is a gift. And speaking of every day as a gift, I return now to May, which is not the month we're in, and it's not a label. It's MAE. Last week on Tuesday, we talked about mindfulness and how that could really lead us to a more peaceful, purpose filled life. Today, we'll talk about animals. And next week, we will conclude with energy and how we spend our energy and time. But for today, we will talk about animals and how important they are in how we can gain a sense of peace and purpose in our life. And fortunately, we will take this liturgical time of year of Lent into Easter time to look at some examples. And I say some examples because they are so plentiful in the Bible. Animals can take up so much in terms of our attention that it would be too much for us to consume all at once. Can do that at another time, but today we'll focus on just three appetizers, as I call them, and we will make a short but meaningful journey through Lent and Easter. And we will start going back to the beginning of Lent, where Jesus went into the desert to be tempted by Satan. And the gospel evangelists all tell us that he was surrounded by the wild animals who were there to support him. My friends, this is arguably the first example of a therapy dog, cat, horse, animal. Yes, that's what therapy animals do, and they do it so well. I know because I lived with Shelby, my soul dog, who was an amazing therapy dog. And they are there for us in times of adversity, stress, and when we're just not ourselves. And Jesus even knew this. And he surrounded himself with the wild animals so that they could be there for him during this very difficult time in his life and show us how important that is as well. Doesn't that make us want to respect them more? Give them more compassion? I hope so. Next, we journey back to just a few days ago, Palm Sunday, where Jesus rode in on a colt. And I explained on my Palm Sunday reflection that horses were rode into when a leader wanted to have power or majestic sense about them. But a donkey or a colt, when you rode in on a donkey or a colt, you showed your humility, your mindfulness, your thoughtfulness, and how important that is to our peace, isn't it? As we go through each day, if we start out with this majestic, look who I am type attitude, we will only be doing ourselves a disservice. When we start out as the colt, as the donkey does, with a calmness about us, a inner strength, not an outward strength, we have so much more that we can give going forward. And yes, peace and purpose fills our mind and heart. Hopefully, this makes us look at the animals we share this planet with and learn so much as we can from the donkey, the colt. And now I take you ahead to near the end of the Easter season, or at least throughout the Easter season. Jesus will use the animal of the dove for a symbol of peace, lasting peace. Yes, the dove, a beautiful bird. And believe it or not, a pigeon is still a dove in a sense. Those animals that kind of get told that they're dirty and all that other stuff, well, they are peaceful beings, my friends. They are not only peaceful beings, they are the most loyal beings on earth, practically. They mate once, they stay loyal to their mate. Loyalty is something we can learn from the dove. Loyalty leads to peace. Peace leads to a peace in our heart that we need to keep mindful that we keep it lasting and sustain it. And that's exactly what Jesus uses the dove to do. Support in difficult times. Humility, inner strength, peace. 3 beautiful examples of how animals are brought into the Bible by God to motivate us, to inspire us to higher levels of long-lasting peace and purpose in our life. Well, my friends, that's my message for you on this Tuesday. I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, please share it on your page for others to enjoy as well. I always welcome and appreciate your comments and your thoughts. And I always, always appreciate you being here with me. I want to wish you and your loved ones a wonderful Tuesday. And I look forward to being back with you Thursday and or Friday as we enter the Holy Triduum into Easter. Let me see what my schedule allows, but I look forward to being with you at least one of those days. In the meantime, take care.